The world is racing to secure its future, and it's buried deep underground. Lithium, cobalt, rare earths, these critical minerals power everything from your phone to fighter jets. But right now, one country controls most of that power: China. In response, the Quad, consisting of India, the US, Japan, and Australia, has launched the Quad Critical Minerals Initiative. And it's about more than just rocks. This is about geopolitics, power, and economic revival.
The Quad, a partnership between the United States, India, Japan, and Australia, held their foreign ministers meeting here in Washington, D.C., right here at the State Department. These officials, representing 35% of the world's combined GDP, advanced an ambitious agenda to enhance collective security and economic resilience. Quad countries agreed to expand maritime law enforcement, cooperation across the Indo-Pacific, reinforcing their shared commitment to uphold international law and freedom of navigation. They also launched the Quad Critical Minerals Initiative, a landmark effort to diversify and secure global supply chains in strategic sectors, ensuring our economies remain resilient against coercion.
On July 1st, the Quad foreign ministers unveiled a bold new plan to secure and diversify global supply chains for critical minerals. Without naming names, the message was clear: overdependence on China is a strategic risk. Why? Because China dominates the mineral game. 60% of lithium refining, 90% of rare earth elements, and more than half of the world's cobalt processing. Back in 2010, China blocked rare earth exports to Japan during a territorial spat. Fast forward to 2025 and it's doing it again, cutting off gallium, germanium, and graphite exports to the US in retaliation for tech restrictions.
There are many topics that we can work on and focus on. One that I've personally been very focused on is diversifying the global supply chain of critical minerals, not just access to the raw material, but also access to the ability to process and refine it to usable material. It's critical for all technologies and for all industries across the board. And so having a diverse and reliable global supply chain of these is just one example of many that we can focus on and build upon and achieve some real progress on. So that's the hope for this partnership. That's why it's so important to host it here today.
So what's the Quad planning to do? The initiative focuses on two things: building alternative supply chains and recovering minerals from electronic waste. On the sidelines of the ministerial meeting, 30 to 40 companies from Quad nations met to discuss how private industry can help make this work. Each member has a unique strength. The US brings policy muscle and international alliances like the Mineral Security Partnership. Australia has the mineral reserves and already supplies key partners. India is scaling up fast through global deals and ventures like Kabul, its overseas mining arm. Japan is leveraging its tech and processing know-how and backing developing nations through initiatives like RISE. Together, they want to reduce dependency on a single choke point and keep critical industries resilient.
While our meeting was taking place, there was in parallel a Quad business roundtable on critical minerals, and there were companies from all the four Quad countries which were present at that roundtable. We launched the Quad Critical Minerals Initiative, and this would be focused particularly on the mineral recovery, which is very important for all of us.
But it's not all smooth sailing. Despite a shared threat perception, trust issues and trade tensions linger. US tariffs have strained ties with Quad partners. India earlier suspended a rare earth export deal with Japan. Add to that long lead times and underdeveloped processing capacity, and the road to success looks rocky. So, is the Quad Critical Minerals Initiative just another diplomatic headline or a real game changer? That depends. The vision is big, but it will take real investment, tight coordination, and a willingness to compromise on national interests for a common goal: securing the minerals that power our future. One thing's for sure: what lies beneath is now shaping what happens above. With Farhan Khan, Bureau Report, India Today Global.